Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video, and today we're playing some Mordred solo. Figured I'd double back around on this god. He got, I think, a little bit worse this patch, so I want to, showcase how to build him, how to still play him, kind of what's changed. I think the biggest shift that you're going to see is Phoenix Shield on this character is, still buildable, but not as good as it used to be, and in a matchup like the one we're in right now, which is into a magical character, you probably will just skip it altogether. So we'll showcase kind of, again, how to play it, and honestly, how to play into Baron solo, because this is a pick that I think is really good right now. You probably see it a lot, and I know a lot of people struggle into it. So we're going to just do a blue start here. Baron's actually just starting waves, so I have the ability to just sunder and commit to this. If you have somebody who is starting the wave while you're doing a blue start, generally here all we're doing is just getting the minis on this camp and then going to lane. But if they're just committing straight to the wave at level 1, you can actually commit to the full blue, because the idea is that you'll catch this whole wave and then hit level 2 on it, or be like very close to level 2, and that's just like great for you. Yeah, so I would really never recommend doing what this Baron did at level 1, just because, we kind of start off decently for free. And although, yeah, he's doing his blue right now, and I'm effectively just bouncing the wave, excuse me, back to him, I'm getting a free camp for it. So, yeah, I really recommend don't just like insta shove the wave more often than not. It's probably a really bad idea. And yeah, good start for us, I guess. He's going into Vamp Shroud, which I really wouldn't recommend. I'd go Conduit or Sands on Baron, but I guess it gives him a little bit of sustain, and we can finally start to play this lane. So really the big thing with Baron solo is you're going to see that I'm going to be talking about his character more than I am about mine, because the concept is very consistent regardless of the character you're playing. Your whole approach, right, and he's actually still just level 2, so we're just going to go on him. He does have his root now, but that's fine. I'll wait. Want him. It's just great damage. The whole approach with the character is that if we're able to avoid his abilities, as is literally every character, and he is really jumpy, man, excuse me, holy moly, we're going to do great. So obviously Baron has a Hysteria passive, where if he is getting abilities hit on you with his aspect, he's doing a lot of extra bonus damage. So the very, easiest thing to do for us is to just avoid getting hit by abilities as often as possible, which means separating from the wave. If we're getting hit by his 1 or his 2 time to time, it's unlucky, but not a huge deal. It's really the root that you want to avoid. If you're going to get hit by the root, you want to try to find a way to at least get out of some of the follow-up damage. Because that root is applying a lot of Hysteria. Obviously, the CC lets him hit other abilities pretty easily. And if he's consistently missing that, you'll be consistently winning trades. If he's consistently hitting that, you'll be consistently losing trades. So it's really all about, to what event can you juke the third ability, the root, and if you're able to, just trying to trade in and out of that aggro range. It's a little bit tricky. Definitely takes some getting used to. But I think what is cool about these matchups is, again, it's kind of all on a skill shot for him. And if you're able to space well, you're able to juke a little bit well, make him kind of, what is it called, like, panic a little bit as we have in this lane, and just throw out some abilities at kind of bad times, you're able to just spawn in very far ahead, quite honestly. And these picks, whenever you're playing a magical solo like this, they kind of need to get ahead because they're not frontliners. You can obviously build Baron with some defense, but it's still not going to serve the same as an Odin or a, other tank might. There we go, really easy kill. Fen got a good gank. I think even without the gank, he's probably dead there, or at least very low. My wave is losing here, which is nice, so I'll just let it kill. And if I didn't hit this wave, I could kind of continue to freeze. I'm just going to farm instead, though. And we're going to rush Lash first, excuse me. So just like a fantastic start. I mean, the team's also kind of firing off, but we're up 800 gold. He's already used his fast. I'm going to shove the wave here. Normally I would kind of hold, but I want to reset. And we'll get this. We'll get chest camp. I'm going to get my blue. And I'll probably stay on the map a little bit longer. Lash is like 2,700 gold, so I want to get that on my first back ideally. But the lane is all but won completely now. And again, all we really did was just make sure that we kind of baited out his third ability. It's not easy to get off consistently, especially from a range. And the lane was kind of just completely cooked. So a lot of the Baron play, if you're trying to pick up the character, and I'll try to showcase it more in some of my Baron videos, is really making sure that you're getting high probability hits off, right? Where it's like more likely than not you'll get the ability off. And that's getting close enough range-wise, getting close enough in terms of like a trading pattern that they're not going to be able to just instantly dash away, etc. And assuming you do that, you're going to have a lot of success. And if you don't do that well, this sort of happens, and all is really bad for you. I would say this matchup between these two characters, though, overall is pretty even. And playing Baron into Mordred is very doable, and vice versa. It's just sort of a skill lane, so whoever's a bit better with movement is going to win. And yeah, I like this matchup both ways. I think it's very doable. So if you're trying to find something a little bit riskier into Mordred or Baron, these are some good choices. So he's 5, we're 7. We do have ult. He just kind of used this kit a little haphazardly. I don't care about the dash too much here. He's going to ult this, but that's sort of fine. We're going to be able to dash back a little bit. We get hit by the ult still, but again, that's kind of just an ult force, so I'm cool with it. I want to see what he does here. Ooh, tough. That was a good hit. Unlucky. Thankfully, we have a lot of sustained Lokis here. I'm dead. No. Damn it. Too bad. I could have ulted there to heal first. That's what I should have done. Yeah, a little bit unlucky. I missed the 3. I don't know why I used it. That was like troll. Obviously, you would have ult. Bit tragic. I just misplayed that. I think I was totally fine if I pressed my buttons in a better way. I shouldn't have sundered there. I should have ulted. It's all good, though. Right now, we can go into either another magical defense item. We could go into brawlers here. We could go into even like regrowth or mystical. They're all good choices. I'm probably going to go mystical here. I think going double tick items is just very good on frontliners. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Also gives us a way to get some health, which we obviously don't have yet. So yeah, a bit of a bad death. I think a very avoidable one. I mean, I'm obviously going to try to not limit test, but play really aggressive in this lane. I don't have to play this aggressive. You could argue that was a little bit inty, but I do think if I just play that better, I'm fine. So, no worries, I guess. We're just trying to increase the runtime of this video. Can't have them surrendering, you know? Now, that was a terrible ult by me. Don't do that. It's okay. We'll just get chest camp, get our things. I will stress, like, we don't need to actually do anything super crazy at this point. We have a lead. I can kind of just get these neutral camps off cooldown and call it a day, especially since this Baron's actually going into some defense. You won't see this too often. It kind of just depends on the Baron player you're against, but some will go kind of hybridy with aspect. Some, like myself, will tend to go full damage. Obviously, they both have advantages, but I would say overall, if you're able to build Baron tankier, you should. He's gonna get pulled here. I can tank it for him. Alright, we're fine. Oh, he's like super forcing it. What the hell? Oh, well, that's not good. Unlucky. All good, all good. Might look for an ult here. Kind of want to. We'll go for it. This is 3 down. Wait for the 2. Just we're kind of doing some like zigzag movements there. I think he's just dead here. Sure is. If this Loki comes to me, I easily kill him. This time. I won't fuck it up, I promise. I think he's going to come to me, surely, right? Where are you, Loki? I don't have physical defense, really. I don't care, though. Where is he? No way he's not coming. Boo. Dude, what a coward. That's alright. We'll go get our blue. So, we kind of recovered the lane. I mean, obviously, him getting a kill. Not really what we planned for, but it's no big deal. Yeah, you might wonder, like, why the kind of reluctance to go Phoenix Shield. I think really just healing less with it feels kind of rough, especially when you look at the stats on this item. They're very bad. You virtually get no physical prots. Health in this game is kind of a fake stat, kind of always has been for tankiness. And yeah, it's just kind of rough to build when you're looking at how much potential damage you're just going to be incurring, especially if they have high CC, which most drafts inevitably kind of just will. Now, he doesn't have a lot of Hysteria on me, so his ult is pulling incredibly slow, meaning we're super safe. But yeah, it's just sort of a tough spot. I think Phoenix Shield, they kind of, you know, obviously slated towards being more of a healthy item and sustain item, like a couple patches ago. took away a lot of fizz prots from it, increased the healing. And then when healing got reduced, it's kind of in a bit of a weird spot. I feel like they should probably revert it to being actually giving even less sustain right now and increasing its prots. That way it's good on the characters that want it, but it's usable. Right now it just feels kind of awkward. I mean, maybe that's sort of the point. Maybe it was just too OP. Like, that's a fair argument. But a bit of a weird buy right now. I think once you see Lash get nerfed, you'll probably see more reason to look into going Phoenix Shield. But right now, I think it's just a little bit of a forced buy, just out of, like, habit. And I actually don't know if it's such a great idea to go, especially when you have stuff like Regrowth that is really strong, which we can just build on this character instead. Again, so obviously a good item, but not one that you have to force anymore, because low defense in an item means you get bursted and CC'd, and if that happens, things are going to be bad. So he doesn't have ult, so we're just going to ult him. I think he's just dead here. Oh, he does have ult. Not bad. Doesn't really matter, but I'm dead. Oh, that's so sad. Did 341. I was about to be out there too. That was really close. I can't believe his ult's up again. Oh, my bad. Well, we got a shell. Not really worth. Damn it. I can't believe his ult's up again. Oh, my bad. That was very close. We almost got out of that. All good. I sell these health pots. I don't need them. I probably went overblown on the potions anyways. Yeah, bit of a rough one. Definitely not worth. It's okay. You know what? Sometimes we int a little bit, and then we get to show everything off in the team fights. It all comes together. So, team-wise, you know, we're ahead a little bit still. Team's ahead some as well. But not, like, so much that this game is won. So, really what I want to do is just get wave prio and probably rotate. I mean, I can kind of spend some time just clearing down right jungle, which I probably should be doing a little bit more. But, you know, I can also just kind of go straight to gold after a side teleport. So they're both okay choices. That's kind of why I stress going Sunder, especially in ranked. Sometimes, like, beads and things like that are a little bit better selfishly, but the Sunder value just to be able to force/secure objectives is really just the winning formula for Smite. It makes the game so easy. But you can absolutely go beads here or shell here, and it's a viable, good choice. In fact, honestly, if I went beads or shell, I probably eliminate one of my deaths this game. So it's definitely a good choice, especially on a character like this. Sunder is just kind of, you know, you get the objective secure. It's really hard to argue against that when you know games are going to be intrinsically, like, pretty messy. I'm going to rotate topside here. So the idea is, right, tier 1 tower is gone. We've got wave prio. Well, I can at least get these camps first, right? Yeah, so I'm going to get these camps first, and I'll come on the next wave they're fighting. Hold up, maybe there's an angle. I'm going to be missing a wave, but, like, I don't really care. Sometimes it's good to lose waves because you're getting something instead. Yeah, this looks great. I mean, people are going to die here. I don't know if we'll get an objective after, but I surely clean up. Look, we catch the wave anyways. Huge. Moja is super dead. Lovely, there we go. So we're going to lose our tower. I don't really care. This is part of why, like, Sunder is so nice. I can just kind of do this. We have Lash damage, mystical damage, plus our, you know, auto attacks with our 2. And we have the attack speed buff. Ganesh is here. Honestly, us two can literally just do this, which is kind of absurd, but hey, I won't complain. I think Gold Furies are a little bit of a joke in this game. Honestly. If he silences him, this is super easy. I have to just not fuck this up. We didn't fuck it up, guys. I forgot to... I don't know why I waited so long to 1 there. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. He's still dead. It's fine, but... Yeah, not a great smite by me. Does he have a... No, he doesn't. That's fine. Am I dead here? Might be dead here. It's still okay. We got a kill. We got gold. No big deal if I am. Did it root him? Okay, we're okay. Nice. Oh shit. Tank it, Fen! No! He's chasing the on her! Dang it. Guys, kill the guy in the back. He has no ult. Maybe they get him? Oh, unlucky. Oh, he's got aspect. I was like, how did that not stun? That's okay. No worries. Still a fine trade. I mean, obviously, it sucks to die, but we got a lot of stuff there. We got a tower, or we might get a tower in mid, but we got a Gold Fury. We got a lot of picks. More than okay. Does suck to sack there, but that's just part of the game sometimes. So we've got regrowth now. I think getting some kind of magical defense is probably a nice idea, just because we don't have much. Going Genji's is cool. Oni's is also cool. I could go Team Beads here as well, which I think is always kind of sneakily like a great choice because we need cooldown. So we'll just do that. And remember, regrowth, it procs off of our 1 when we're in the heal. It procs off of our ultimates because they heal. But it also procs off of our second ability because we heal off of a movement speed increase, which are 2 gives. So it's not like, you know, Mordred with regrowth isn't like Hercules with regrowth or a god like Guan Yu or something where it's like perfect, but it's still good enough to use, absolutely. And if you're trying to go regrowth, this is maybe a tier below in terms of usage case, but it's still doable. They're fighting mid pretty hard here. I'm ulting kind of to force something, which we did, so I guess I can just kind of leave. Alright, a little out of range. That's fine.
No ult.
Yeah, we got a Team Bees there. We got a Yemo ult. It's pretty good. Who's here? What the hell? Who was that? I wasn't paying attention. Was that Loki? It must have been, right? I'll go clear right. I mean, that was good. I will say, you can go Phoenix Shield later. I think Phoenix Shield's a bit more of a late game item because, again, you're healing off of a percentage of your health. So if you have a lot of health, it feels better. The early game, though, feels really rough. Like, first item, it feels kind of terrible now. I think if I go Phoenix Shield later on in this game, it's actually fine. Like, maybe after this Team Beast, because I am getting health here as well. So I'll be pretty healthy, and the Phoenix Shield procs will feel strong. This guy is just very dead. I'm gonna like look for a little bit of a wrapper, and remember they have no Team Beats right now. Beautiful. They're super cooked. Got the slow on her, so he's in a lot of trouble. This guy's also in trouble. Got the 2 autos. Boom. Let's go. Great. I was trying to get the procs off with Lash and all that stuff in between. And we're obviously, excuse me, trying to avoid the Impale as well, right? Because that's the only way he gets out. So like I said, a little bit messy in this early game, but we've been doing the right things overall. It is kind of just working out. I'm kind of hitting this because, again, we know fire is like secured, so may as well do something else. I've got ult. And once he ults, we'll just ult. Which I thought was pretty obvious, but I don't know. I guess he didn't think about that. They've got a DC. He might have rage quit. I don't think so, but we kind of like work around in there. Great stuff. So yeah, we'll go Team Beads. I think going Glad Shield's Phoenix Shield, excuse me, is quite good. Glad Shield I wouldn't really recommend building. And yeah, that's kind of that. You know, going Spectral here is also very good. We could go Spirit Robe. That's also a great choice. I think getting these condensed high defense builds are great right now. And Mordred definitely is one of the bigger users. I know I've got a solo video coming out. I'm not going to do a top 5 solos, but I'll do a solo lane tier list probably. I guess I could do a top 5 solos. I know FineOK has one out. I checked it out just to see if mine would be different than his, and it would be a little bit. But I'm wondering, like, if maybe that's a bit too redundant, because if somebody has one out, it's, you know, I may as well just make a solo lane tier list instead. We'll see, we'll see. Also, like, I know I posted a couple of predecessor videos, and I was like, yeah, I'll get back to that, and I'll do more. That's still a plan. Honestly, Smite has just been doing really well for my channel, like abnormally well, and it's been fun. So I haven't really been playing too much Predecessor or League, but I'll still get sprinkled in videos of both of those games. Probably a video of both of those games this week, so if you're interested in that stuff, don't worry. And if you're not, I'm sorry. Yes, Anher's not back yet. I want to say, I think he probably threw up a surrender vote. That shit got declined, and it was all over. which, you know, unlucky. This Agni is super dead. It's unbelievable. I've never seen an Agni more dead. Look at him. He's so cooked. You can use the walls, by the way. Oh, poor guy. You can use the walls, by the way, on this character at the end of your ult to extend the duration. That's a very easy Mordred trick to pick up when you're zoning or just trying to get out further. So at the end of your ult, get into a wall, and you will be able to carry... Oh, he's back. Great. You'll be able to carry through that wall for as long as you need to until you're out of it. As we have our ults again. He's dead. He's gonna juke to the right. Bye-bye. You have my ult down? Yo, why did I like... Okay. When you're playing, you're recording, and you're talking, I promise you guys, I literally never stutter unless I'm streaming or recording. And then it's like, I go into game chat, and I try to make a call, and I'm just stuttering like a bot, and I'm like... Oh, it's just a disaster. Okay, no worries. We get this pretty easily. Got a double root here. Again, I don't really need to play to kill on this dive, but I think I will anyways. If not, no worries. We're just trying to get damage off, break them up a little bit. And we'll get some kills at some point. But it's more about staying healthy and keeping them feeling really not happy. Team beats the stun there. Poor guy, dude. That felt so mean. 3 beats, all that, and he's just cooked. Lovely. All right, we can't end, but we had a lot of good stuff there. 2 Phoenixes down. This guy just dashed a wave. That is unbelievable. Okay, team beads down 2. Wow. All right. I mean, so like really, here's the thing. There's waves coming in, so I get the reason for them to like use actives, but I always like stress if you're probably dead or you might be dead. What's like the only way they win this game at this point? It's getting a good fight on this fire, and if you're using your beads there and dying anyways, especially if you're dying anyways, but if you're using their beads there and you're using your team beads there, even if you were to live, you've just completely negated any chance for you to defend on fire. I think it's actually much better there to just take the death and save your relic. And I know intuitively that sounds like very incorrect, but especially when you're behind like this and you're not really worth much, like, lose the relics, take the death if you're going to die, your other people are spawning, they'll cover the base, and try to full commit defend on fire with Agni beads, with team beads, and all that stuff. A lot of people are really caught up on using relics at bad times, and I think that's like a perfect example. I know in a scuffed game like this, it's a bit hard to, you know, really hammer that point home, but at the very least, if you know you're going to die, beadsing to delay a death by 1 second is just never a good idea. It's a very bad habit a lot of players have. And I think that's something that solo lane actually kind of teaches you probably better than other roles because you just trade so consistently. You get a really good rapport of like when you know you're dead, at least you should. And it helps you relegate your relics, I think, pretty well. This guy is still caught. Hit the slow. Like I said, he is still very caught. He's living for a bit. This Chronos Pendant, you know, is a big staller. Slowed him again. Gets hit by the dash, or the 3 damage, whatever. Now he is dead. Hooray. Now Loki's split pushing. Do I care? Probably should. I kind of don't, though. Alright, we got a bit of Umoja performance. Not enough damage, though. And yeah, we can kind of just run at them because our threat is very high, and Loki obviously just has to back to cover. We got a right tier 2 here. We'll hit the right Phoenix as well. I think it's just a dub on the horizon. Lovely. Alright. Nice job. I think we got ourselves a game. All team beats for the first and only time this game. Nice, good job. So 13-3-6, I was what, 3-2-0 in the waning phase, and we made a couple of mistakes, but being productive on our farming, understanding how quick our ultimate is, I think a big way to make sure you're improving and playing this character well specifically is you're ulting frequently. Having this ult on cooldown really doesn't have, or excuse me, on activation, but not using it is really not super effective. And yeah, just spam your ult. Make sure to have, especially in this Baron matchup, a decent understanding of, hey, his ability on cooldown means he's useless, and just play off of that. This build's pretty good. We would have won Spirit Robe here, and I think Phoenix Shield last would have been fine. We could have went Phoenix Shield right here, and then Spirit Robe last as well. We could have went Spirit Robe into Spectral. We could have went Spirit Robe into Nemean. Any of those kinds of things. Generally speaking, when it comes to a tank build, as long as you have shared prots, some health, and cooldown, you're probably doing pretty well. So that'll be it for me. 35k damage, 677 gold per minute. Pretty nice self-healing despite not having, Phoenix Shield. And yeah, we'll continue on. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. See all of you in the next one. Peace out.